right, here we go. Episode 18, live with Coach Brad. We're here with Towers High School's head coach, Coach Vanegas. Make sure I said it right. I said it right?
Yeah, good job. Thank you.
Okay, cool. Yeah. I'm here with head coach of Towers High School, Coach Vanegas. How you doing, man? Just kind of introduce yourself and go from that point.
I'm good, man. Coach Vanegas, from Towers. This is my fourth year back at Towers. Coached there previously. Before that, I was assistant coach at Columbia, and then before that, I was the head coach at Towers. So,
okay. So you from that Columbia tree?
Yeah. I worked with McCray for 3 years prior to getting to Towers. 3 years in a row, we lost to the state champ. So it was one of them things. So,
oh man, so you goated over there. That's what you're telling me.
Got to get a ring.
Nah, man, you coming from great pedigree, man. That's great pedigree. So I can't hear you say what now.
I said I learned a lot. I definitely did.
For sure. So when we talk about Coach V or Coach Vanegas, so who is that? Who is that person? Who are you? Like, what's your story?
Well, originally I'm from New York, born and raised, Bronx, New York. Went to Legion High School in New Rochelle, Catholic school, small Catholic school. Went to Clark on a full academic scholarship. Walked on to the basketball team. Got scholarship money playing basketball and played for 4 years. Came out in 2002 and moved back to New York and just, started teaching a couple years after that. So ever since then, I've been teaching and coaching on one level or another. But middle school teacher and coach or to a high school to what I'm doing now.
So you got a unique story when it comes to basketball too, just paying attention to it. I could tell how you kind of just brushed over it, man. But like if we kind of dig into you a little bit, you had a full academic scholarship, which I mean at Clark, which is not easy. You know what I'm saying? For one. But for you, right, knowing that basketball was a centerpiece of your life, and I'm pretty sure you probably played it growing up forever and all that stuff like that. So what was some of that process like with you? You said you had an academic, and then you walked on with the basketball team, and you earned scholarship money for basketball. Like so, give a little insight about like what was your mindset behind it? You know what I mean? Because that's a real grind. You know what I mean? Like when you really coming from there.
Yeah, it's like you said, the love was always there. So it's not even a story to tell. Like I was gonna give it a shot, no matter what. You know what I'm saying? So I got there, and you get there. It's funny. You come from New York and you go to Atlanta. I promise you, the New York Cats was like, man, the coach don't mess with New York Cats. So I was like, well, let me go see. I just went in there, did what I was supposed to do. Ain't try to bring my New York out because even though I'm 6'7", I like.
Yeah, I get it.
You know what I'm saying? So I did what I was supposed to do: rebound, kick it out, run the break. You know what I'm saying? So he gave me a look, and it worked out. You know what I'm saying? So and I never forget. He called me in the office. He's like, "Man, what you heard about me?" I heard you don't like New York Cat. He's like, they just basically at that time, he might have just said they was hating, and that's somebody that got cut want to say you don't mess with you because you're from New York, or you probably play the game the right way. Sometimes it'd be
yeah. And you know what's crazy? You said that. Like, and it's funny that at your time you saying that they didn't like New York Cats at Clark Atlanta. Come full circle, people from Georgia say they don't like Georgia dudes and they like guys from New York to play at Clark Atlanta now. That's crazy, ain't it?
Yeah, that is crazy. Yeah, but the thing with Clark too, man. I think it's just in the center of everything, but I don't think they recruit enough from Atlanta. But I think Georgia's gonna figure it out, man. I do like that.
For sure. So with your coaching experience, man, so what drew you towards being the coach? Did you know that was just going to be your thing, or was it a family tree situation? You know what I'm saying?
Wish I could say that. I wish I could say I always knew I was going to be a coach, but the game kind of calls you. You know what I'm saying? Like every time I work, and I guess probably just loving the game. If I see there's a basketball program at a school that I'm working at, I'm gonna inquire. I'm gonna ask if they need help. I'm gonna see what's going on, and just eventually I got a love for coaching. You know what I'm saying? So it kind of just worked out. I can't say I chased it, but I love it. I can't see myself doing anything else. Even when I always tell this story when I stopped coaching, when I first lost my job at Towers for whatever reason, and I went to Southwest DeKalb. I was working for like a week or two, and I was bored out my mind. Going straight home and not coaching was Yeah, I was losing it, and then I thank God McCurry gave me a call. He was like, "Do you want to come over and help?" And I ain't even hesitate, man. I said, "Yeah." I said, "Yeah." I just need the game right now. At this point, it was just it's a love for the game, love teaching the game, love watching kids grow from the game. It's just like you said, it's done so much for me. Like, how can I not give back and love it?
100%, 100%, 100%, man. So Towers High School, right?
Yes.
You in the trenches of the East Side. You in the heart of the East Side. You know what I'm saying? What's the community like over there?
It's gotten better in a different kind of way. You know how it is, gentrification and everything else.
Mm-hmm.
The population is kind of changing. It used to be probably 90% black.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's you got mixed different people from all over the place. I got a young lady from Syria in my classroom. You have people from obviously all kind of African countries and stuff like
Is
that.
Ethiopians big over there?
I
Or they
can't.
more Clarkston?
They're there. You know what I'm saying? I can't. They're not as big as somewhere like Clarkston, but
right.
they're there. It's
Okay.
it's becoming like a real international setting at Towers.
Mm-hmm.
More so.
For sure. So we still digging into Towers, right?
Yeah.
Basketball at Towers. The beginning. So when you got there, right?
Right.
You get there, you got the job, the head coach. I know you eager to get started with your boys.
Right.
What was that like, man? What was that like? Because I mean, you building it, man. You building it right now.
Yeah.
In my personal opinion, you're building it. So what was it like?
Process.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
I first got there. I probably got the job, let's say like May before, or let's say April, before the year is out, before I got to start the next year. So, you know, I make my announcement, new coach coming in, anybody want to come to workouts, I'll be in the gym working out. I had 2 kids show up.
Yeah, that's why I'm asking you. Yeah.
I had literally kids show up. And one of them really stuck around with me for 4 years. The other one, you know, off and on. But I had 2 kids show up when I got there, and then I had one kid come up to me in the summer. He was coming from a DPA down the street. He was trying to decide between us and Southwest, and he stayed with me. Yeah, he figured he had a better chance to get on the floor, so he stuck around with me, and he's going into his senior year right now. So, you know, it's been like that. So and in that first year, I had a team full of freshmen. We took our lumps, but I was starting 3 freshmen. Had a senior, Brandon Underwood, and another senior starting. So we took our lumps that year. You know, we trying to figure out the game. I want to say we might have won 3 games that year. 3 games that year. Then the next year, as sophomores, we won 15 games. So we made a vast improvement. Also, our schedule better.
Oh, for sure. I get it.
They had me playing team. You know, I didn't make the schedule coming in, so they had me playing teams that we had no business playing as a 2A school, now a 1A school, and that happens a lot. They want to call you so they can bust your head in, but it won't be me.
I dig it. You
know what I'm saying? Like we're gonna take our chances this fall, but when it comes to the season time, it don't benefit us to get our head cracked by teams that we shouldn't even be playing. So, you know, we on a certain level. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully we good for our level. It ain't that we can't play basketball. For my team, I think it's a height thing more than anything. We just a smaller team in a numbers game, really. Like I think we compete with anybody for 5-for-5 is when they another 5 and we don't got another 5.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Now
where our trouble start.
Oh, 100%. Now, you know, we had this conversation before, and I'm very familiar with it, but I didn't know, you know what I'm saying, that Bethune was in that area like that. You know what I'm saying? As far as Bethune Middle School, which is a very, very rich tradition of winning history at a middle school level. You know what I mean? Like they done produce some really, really good talent. How is that been now? You know, with you walking over there and being like, "Hey, I'm the coach at Towers," because you know at first they probably be like, "Towers," you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
so
what is that like now?
Been able to get a couple players. I still, you know, still got to fight with the Columbias and the Cedar Groves and the Gwinnett counties for players coming out of Bethune. But I've been able to keep a couple home, and that's how we've been able to build our program. We are really a homegrown program. You know what I'm saying? My starting 5, they all come from Bethune, and DPA, which is the other
right.
So yeah, So I also got to also say, you know, I got to give thanks to, you know, we got an Adidas got a contract and they help us out a lot. So
that's
we
love.
looking, you know what I'm saying? So if we look good, you know, you get more attention and kids realize and see, and you putting in the work. Because that's the main thing I would tell anybody trying to get into is you don't get nowhere without putting in work. Showing up as a coach every day, making sure you're available when you need to be available, making sure you get the kids in the gym as much as possible. And a lot of times what I saw before that was coaches weren't doing that, or coaches weren't doing that the right way. The ones that were successful at Towers, because there have been Johnson, Bassett, been successful at Towers because they put in the work and they're good coaches. When you don't put in the work, you don't get results.
100%.
And I myself on that. I try to make the gym available as much as I can. And the things that I noticed too about other schools that's missing at Towers and I'm trying to build is tradition. Like, a lot of schools got tradition and it's just not, it wasn't kept up with. It's there because people always tell me what Towers used to be.
For real, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Nobody, it don't show up on the walls. It's not there, and that's just sad. Like we don't get, and I'm trying to bring alumni back and everything else like that, just to have a family environment.
100%. No, I get it, man, and I commend you too. You know what I mean for even building that culture like that, because I mean it's that's a lot of hours for you, man. That's a lot of hours for you that you love, for one. You know what I mean? But it's a lot of hours and that's a lot of care on those young men. And them succeeding, you know what I mean? And we ain't just talking about with basketball. It just so happens our vessel is basketball. You feel what I'm saying? So, you know, Towers, if I ain't mistaken, Towers is like, it's in the middle of a neighborhood, ain't
it? Yeah, houses all around you. In that respect, yeah, it's in the middle of a neighborhood.
Yeah. So, you know, we fast forward now, right? You up and down Wood. You go from 3 wins, 15 wins. We get to the point where we are now. You know what I'm saying? And what, to be honest with you, what caught my eye with what you had with those guys going on, I seen you guys play at the live period. You know, I seen y'all play up there. And when I watched y'all play, I'm like, that's an interesting team. You know what I'm saying? And you could tell that guys already knew each other. You could tell they could play off each other. You could see the intensity. You could see the athleticism. But you could tell that it was still early. You know what I'm saying? But you could see, like, hey, that group they gonna be a very solid group, you know what I'm saying, this year. You know what I mean? So we fast forward to now. What's your thought process now with going in? You know, you got some guns now, you know what I'm saying? So coming into that situation, what's your thought process as far as your preseason, you know, all of that stuff like that?
I don't like play, you know, I'm a coach. You know what's happening. I don't put the cart before the horse, man. I just want to put the work in and live with the results. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to put the work in. I as far as that's concerned, I just want to keep putting the work in. I want to get better. I feel like your shootout is going to help us at least gauge ourselves a little bit better and put us against some teams that's not going to be on the level of the teams that we got to play in our region and in our. But we got good teams in our region. Let me not say that, but
yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah,
when it comes to it, that's going to prepare us for the season. So just making sure that we know that we got work to do. That's really. I just want to put the work in. Like I don't have.
I get it.
I know what my goals are. I know where I want to get to. Like last year, we finished with, like, that second year was 15. Last year we had 16. We would have got more, but my point guard got hurt with like 8 games left. Finished 3 or 5. You know what I'm saying? So we were shooting for 20, and we could have challenged anybody. But again, I lost my primary ball handler, and we had to figure it out. But we did. Made first round of state, and we should have did better. But like I said, I just want to put the work in. And I got my point guard back. I got my 2 ball handlers. I got my big. I got a couple more pieces coming in. So I just want to get it, like you said, get them gelling, get them playing together, getting them playing the right way, getting them moving the ball. That's one of the things I learned at my time at Columbia. Like, it ain't about necessarily. It's about just playing together, getting up and down the floor, and not necessarily running play after play after play. Sometimes you got to get down the floor, get in the position, know where you're supposed to be, and play. Like you said, play off the ball, play with each other, know each other, and then at the end of the day, lock down on defense.
Oh, 100%, 100%. No, that's cool, man. So you as a head coach, like, what's your style? What if you had to, you know what I'm saying, look at yourself as a coach? What's your style? What would you say?
I'm calm on the sideline. I try to keep my cool. I don't want to I'm a teacher as well, so I know I've learned along the years that if you're loud and boisterous, or you know what I'm saying, you can either one, you might bring that out of the kid and you use that on occasion, but if you embarrass the kid, or you're doing too much on the sideline, or they lose they cool. You know what I'm saying? So they keep they cool. But when it's time for me to lose my cool, I'm totally capable. I like to do my cursing in the locker room. You know what I'm saying? I like. I don't want to. You know what I'm saying? I don't like putting kids on front street. So I feel like that's my style, as far as my coaching temperament. But you know what I'm saying? As far as playing the game, I like to focus on defense. If I got the team that I need to have out there and they could think, I like to switch up my defenses as much as possible. Keep the other team guessing. And obviously, if you're preparing you're gonna have to prepare for 3-4 defenses if we're doing it right, whether it be kind of traps, half court and full court, man to man, whatever the case may be. And then offensively, I want my team to push the ball, put pressure on the defense, and if we don't got nothing, we run something.
It seems like you're more of a player's coach. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a good feeling to have, especially in this generation. Cause look, they can't deal with that yelling like that, man. I ain't even gonna lie. They can't. They can't deal with it, bro.
They're not built like me.
I mean, we can call a spade a spade. Nothing against y'all. Y'all can hoop. You can hoop. Now, I'd never take it away from you.
Right.
Sometimes I question that ticker a little bit. You know what I'm saying? But that's a whole nother topic we could talk about another time.
They don't take the constructive criticism the right way, and some like I said, some of them. Some of them will just ball up, and now I can't even use you for the rest of the game. That's when you learn. You're like, oh man, I done yelled at him and lost him. I gotta get him back, or just see him next game.
See him next game. It is what it is. I'm already knowing, man. So what's up? With the Adidas, so the Adidas came in and they came in and congratulations on that too. They came in and have a sponsorship with you guys, and so I'm you guys are Legacy, right?
Yeah, Legacy.
Okay.
Us, well, you got two teams in the Cedar Grove and Southwest. I got lucky. They came the year I came. They asked me if we wanted to get in it, and they told us what they was offering, and all they asked us to do is promote them on social media. And they giving us every year. They giving us gear, and they giving us gear every year. We got new uniforms 3 years in a row, and we going in our 4th year this year. Like
Are you guys going to Chicago?
It's too rich for my blood.
Yeah,
but,
I get it.
It's a 5-figure trip, and we don't got that kind of money over at Towers. So
understood. Well, hopefully this show, man, we get some people out here, man. We can make that happen. We can figure it out together. You know what I'm saying? And if it works out, I'm all for that. You know what I'm saying? So with the shootout, what kind of got your attention with the shootout? Because we communicated on the phone, which is a sign. What was like? Okay, yeah. Let me just kind of tap in this and see what's going on.
Well, it was for us. It was between y'all and Meadow Creek. Honestly, to the initial thing, and I even told you it was a price thing. And then once you told me how you was doing it, and then once you told me who you had involved, it was a no-brainer. The initial attraction was the price, and then like I said, once you told me like the level of talent you're gonna have, like, yeah, we need to be there. So matching up against top talent on a weekly basis, and it's a win-win for us. No matter how the game's turn, it's a win-win.
Yeah. And at the end of the day, everybody's 0-0. You feel me?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So you can't lose in that aspect. What are some of the things that you look like? I mean, I'm pretty sure some teams that you already know about, what you already coaching. Are you the type of coach to sit around and watch other programs while they play, to just kind of, not necessarily see what they're doing, but like, just as a coach, as a lover of the game, you know what I'm saying? Like,
absolutely, definitely watch teams play games. Definitely plan on coming up there early or late if to see certain teams that I want to see, certain players you got there that I want to see, because they look like they got bright futures. So of course I want to, I'm a game like that too. Like if some real talent, I love to see them play. And yeah, it's different coaching styles, different things. See what teams run and see what works and what doesn't work, and just sometimes hopefully I got a couple players next to me and we could talk the game like that too. So
100%. So kind of getting into the players. Let's talk about some of your guys.
Well, I got my starting guard, my two starting guards. They've been with me for 4 years. They couple one is like off and on starter, but he been starting since his freshman year, and the other one been starting every game since his freshman year. Cornelius Winfrey, my point guard, and Jalen Kelly, my point guard off guard. Jalen just reached 1,000 points last year in his junior year, which is a great accomplishment.
That's amazing.
So he actually has the opportunity to be the leading scorer in Towers history. I think he would have to get about 16 to get that, but it's in reach if he put on the kind of year that I know he's capable of. His biggest issue is just being more aggressive, being a 3-level scorer. He's right now, kids, it's either a 3 or a layup, but he has a layup game, and I'm trying to get him to utilize that more. And if he does, he's gonna score 6 to 8 more points a game easily. Finished last year with about 16. Then I got Cornelius. Then I got a big Deshaun Young. He's going into his junior year. Shot 50% from 3 last year. The only thing, he probably should have took more. But
yeah,
he's obviously on the next level. He's a 3, but he's our big. He runs the floor, blocks shots, rebounds, and has a bright future when he works at it and when he puts in the work. So
now he's very athletic now.
Yeah, and
like downplaying it now.
Yeah, he's tough now. And then I got Jay-Sean Young, transfer from Columbia, is gonna help us out. Then I just got a couple other pieces that I'm trying to get together. Got a couple football players that's real athletic that I need to get on the court. I think the one you might be thinking about is the football player, the super athletic one.
It might be him.
Yeah, but Jay-Sean is more of a shooter. The one you saw, he's a bruiser. And
he definitely was bruising. Yeah.
Then I got Sean Young. He kind of more fluid, good, like a good jump shot. He shoot from the mid range, post up, turn around, get to the hole, finish it strong. So we got, like I said, I got a solid 5. I just got to figure out, what little pieces I can plug in here and there to buy them some more minutes. And if not, they're gonna play 32 minutes.
Yeah, I got you on that point. Yeah, it makes sense. I don't think no kids go complain about playing a lot.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I don't think they're gonna complain about that. No, man, I'm definitely interested in seeing you guys play. I think that this weekend coming up, man, I think it's gonna be good for all the teams. But I honestly, definitely, truly respect what you have going on. Once I seen y'all boys play, I was already like, for me, I'm a builder. That's my natural instinct. Like, even with this event that we're doing now, I mean, of course you can do a fall league, but it's not many different shootouts that you really have to where you have something that's a little different from an actual fall league. It kind of give you a little test early. You know what I'm saying? And then they kind of challenge the boys, and then with the media content kind of created with it, and that's all they like anyway is pitches, and you feel me? You know what I'm saying? So you got to add that in, and you add there.
I see the big picture for you, man, and I'm wishing you the best, man. I'm happy to be a part of it as you grow, and hopefully I could be part of it when you get bigger and bigger and bigger.
Hey, you here, bro? You here? We ain't going nowhere. You know what I'm saying? God willing, you know what I'm saying? We here, man. We gonna make it work, and we go do everything on our end to help as much as possible.
Gotcha.
I definitely appreciate your time, man, and I look forward to seeing you guys. I'll definitely be checking y'all out this year. We got to make sure we get the interview with one of the other guys, man, and we go from that point.
I appreciate you, Coach.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Appreciate you too as well.
Enjoy your evening.
Yes, sir.